So, today's the day where we're gonna get this marathon started. Now be forewarned, especially if you're of the religious kind. Just because this game features demons doesn't make this franchise related to anything satanic in the slightest. Now, let's get this marathon started, starting with Devil May Cry 1. Also, I'm reviewing the version as featured in the HD collection since it's the only version I own. So, Devil May Cry is a hack and slash action adventure character action game developed and published by Capcom. Yeah, the same people who made Mega Man back in the 80s and 90s with the Mega Man X games. They made this. So, Devil May Cry 1 was originally released on August 23, 2001 for the Sony PlayStation 2. The game revolves around the character Dante, a half-human, half-demon devil hunter who uses his business to get revenge on the demons after losing his brother Virgil and his mother Ava. He is then greeted by a woman named Trish who takes him on a journey to a place called Malay Island to defeat the demon lord Mundus. Trivia time! This title was originally conceived back in 1999 as a prototype for Resident Evil 4. But since the prototype strayed too far from the original RE formula, they used the prototype and thus Devil May Cry was born. The gameplay of Devil May Cry consists of levels or missions where players must fight numerous of demonic enemies, perform platforming tasks that could seriously go die in a hole because this game franchise isn't made for platforming, and occasionally solve puzzles to progress through the story. At the end of each mission, the player's performance is then given a letter grade of A, B, C, or D, with the top grade being the S ranking. So, kind of like in later Sonic titles after Sonic Adventure 2. These grades are based on the time taken to complete the mission, the amount of red orbs gathered, which is this game's currency obtained from defeating enemies among numerous of other things. Sometime early in the game, Dante gained the lightning-imbued sword Alastor and gained one of his most iconic abilities since the first game onwards, the Devil Trigger. Activating this mode gives Dante increased strength and defense and slowly regenerates health and can even grant special attacks if you know what to do. It is governed by the DT gauge, which depletes as the Devil Trigger is in use, and can be refilled by attacking enemies or taunting in normal form. Quick warning, we're entering spoiler territory here, so if you don't want to get spoiled, stop watching this video. So while in the demon world, Dante unlocked the full power of the sword that you start with, known as Force Edge, and turns it into the Sparta Sword. After tons of missions later, Dante finally encounters Mundus. During the final boss, the first phase plays like the Devil Doom final boss fight from Shadow the Hedgehog. Doesn't matter because later on Mundus deteriorates into a blob of demonic hands and Trish helped Dante and Dante said his go-to signature catchphrase before shooting Mundus into the demon world. And that's basically Devil May Cry 1. So does this game still hold up after 18 years? I want to say yes, but no at the same time. The main problem stems from the Resident Evil style camera and those frustrating platforming sections, but the combat more than makes up for it. It is with these reasons I am giving the original Devil May Cry a 7.5 out of 10. Now I want to hear from you guys. Do you like the first Devil May Cry? Could you recommend it to a friend? Let me know in the comments below. And while you're here, why not sub to the channel and get notified when I inevitably review one of the most hated games in this series, Devil May Cry 2. I've been HorrorKid and I bid you all farewell.